Scott. Hi, Edel.
How you doing?
Maybe just give me your assessment, please, of that the match, please, Scott, from your perspective.
Look, I think we wanted to come here and sort of draw a bit of a line about what a performance would look like. First and foremost, come away somewhere like France, you want to be reasonably hard to beat. I think the defence has started to show what it can do and what it could or possibly evolve into to what it wants to be about. I think the girls hung in there for the whole game, scrapping away under quite a bit of pressure at times. So I thought that was a bit of a standout. I think 32 minutes in, it was 7-3. So we know the French will get off to a fast start, and they did, but then they didn't score again for a good bit. And even in that period, we had a bit of momentum, which probably when we got to the area where we'd like to play a bit more, the set piece just creaked a little bit. But that's stuff that we can do to work out. We know obviously Sam's coming back into play going forward. So yeah, a lot of learnings. But if you're not winning, you're learning.
Yeah, I suppose the easiest thing would be to compare it to last season's match, and it certainly seemed to be more competitive. Edel, did you see that? Did you notice that difference on the pitch? Could you tell that there was a lot of improvement there from the match last year?
Yeah, like France scoring early didn't turn the heads down. We turned the screw and got up the field. I think we executed our game plan quite well at times, but just to touch on what Scott was saying, we were lacked clinicalness in our set piece and trying to exit. So if you want to compare from last year, we certainly had a game plan and we stuck to it. Got ourselves up the pitch. We got some scores. We put pressure on them. So yeah.
And just finally for me, Scott, for injuries there, and Edel came off early, and Nicole as well. Were the players injured, and was there anyone else injured?
No, I think we've come through in reasonable health. This isn't a one-game competition. We wanted to get some minutes in people. We got Italy coming to our shores next week. We want to make sure we're in fine fettle for that. So, look, there's a little bit we wanted to give people time to show what they could do with next week in mind as well. So, yeah, I think we've come out of it in reasonable health.
Cheers, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Just before we move on the call, we've Sinead here. Do you want to?
Just on the call coming up, Dan, was that a tactical decision? Was that injury or anything? Because I know you said there that there wasn't any injuries.
Yeah, no bumps or bruises. Look, Nicole's done been doing a good job in training for us. Dana's been back in full training for a couple of weeks. It was always going to be a managed minute scenario in game one. We just felt at half time that would be a good introduction. So it was a bit of pre-plan really to give them both good minutes. We just decided to do that at half time.
And Edel, to score those two tries, considering you didn't score any try against them last year, what does that mean to you going forward as well?
Just that we're competing, that we're here to compete in the Six Nations, that we're ambitious, and that we can stay with teams. France are top 4 in the world, and that we're here to compete for that Six Nations. Yeah.
Perfect. Dara, I see you there on the screen if you want to hop in.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I do. Scott, I suppose, would you kind of be happy the way kind of the finish, like getting a couple of tries at the end, because I suppose it could be easy enough for the heads to drop, the team to keep going, and obviously you got the reward, I suppose you could say as well.
Oh, look, I think I said at the start of the press conference, something that would show through is the character of the group, and I think defence is normally a thing that shines a light on that. It's nice to see so that Declan's defence get one at the end, put a bit of pressure on them. France were always, they roll their bench, they start to throw it around a little bit. That's going to bring opportunities with it, but you've still got to be there and got to be putting them under pressure to score them. So I think the character of the group, since I've been involved, has never been in question. I'm immensely proud of that. There's bits that will tidy up. There's bits of confidence that will continue to grow, both with the kicking game and the attacking game and the set piece game. So look, we got plenty to go at, but that was always going to be the case. I think that the key thing, what you want, is to be able to come off and go, do you know what? We gave good account of ourselves in that respect. So we drew a line in the sand. We don't go backwards from that.
I know from TV, one of the players who came in for particular praise would have been Hannah O'Connor, I suppose. Just want to ask a bit about her, obviously, as we know, she started off as the training panels, and then obviously got herself in there. It was obviously tough enough. Suppose come into the second role if she hasn't played much there internationally, but she seems to really step up today.
Do you know what? She's been outstanding since she's been in. We sat down when we named her as a training panellist, and the part of that is to give people an opportunity to come into the group and to show what they can do. Since she's been in, she's been excellent, absolutely excellent. Way she's taken some of the young girls, quite a young squad, remember. Maybe not so Hannah, but there's girls around her that are very young. She's taken them under her wing, and she's leading by doing. Which has been really, really important for us. We know we're going to be blooding people and bringing people through over not just this season, but over the next couple of seasons. And she's done a great job. She's come in. She's no fuss. She's rolled her sleeves up, and she's contributing massively to on-pitch performance. So look, I'm delighted for her to come back into the fold. Delighted for her that she's able to showcase what she can do. And I'd say going forward, she's going to be an important part for us.